Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Although it is kind of a stormy and wet Monday, but perfect time to be doing crafting, right? So I hope you guys are staying safe and all dry. Anyway, so before I dive into today's project, I want to remind you that there will not be a Make It Monday next Monday. Next week, this time, I would probably be asleep because I will be in Jackson, Mississippi, just returning from Stampin' Up's Backstage event. For those of you who are not familiar, Backstage is a leadership event for Stampin' Up demonstrators. And myself and another team member, Becky, the crafty Tamarita, will be there with me. And so Sunday is the day that we will be traveling. Well, I will be traveling back to Mississippi, and that will be my home base for the next month. And so I won't have a Make It Monday because that's Sunday, right? So their Monday is your Tuesday. So depending on how organized I get, I might pop in and surprise you all. Y'all, already starting with a little Southern drawl already. But anyway, so I'm really excited, and I can't wait to share with you all that happens at Backstage next week. Actually, it's not next week, it's this week. I'm leaving Wednesday. I'm so excited, although I have a lot of things to do. I managed only 21 swap cards. That will have to do. That's all the time I have. Anyway, so today's project is all about window sheets. So let me go ahead and flip the camera around and let's get started. All right. I hope this is clamped up right here. Okay. All right. So, hi everybody. I see Becky. I see Fran. Thanks for jumping in. I hope you guys are staying dry. Anyway, so window sheets. For those of you who do shaker cards, you are very familiar with what window sheets are. They are shown on page 140 in our catalog. And let me just kind of give you a look. So they're also known as acetate sheets. Okay. Oh, hey, Fran. Oh, thanks for reminding me. This is like little thrills in life for me. Of course, I have a million things to do. And what do? I spend an hour and a half doing my nails today. So this is our Backstage color scheme and the design. And so this is supposed to coordinate with it. What do you think? I think she did a pretty good job, my nail stylist, right? The Blackberry Bliss really matches. I'm not sure about the curry color, but it'll have to do. So what do you think? I'm kind of enjoying it. I hope it'll last till next week or this week. Anyway, so window sheets. This is what it is. And it comes 2 sheets, 12 by 12 in a package. And for most of you, you will probably be familiar with using these for shaker cards. Ta-da! Right? Shaker cards. But you know what? There are other things you can do with window sheets. So if you already know what I'm showing you, hopefully that'll be a reminder for you to do it again, right? Because a lot of times you may know about something, but then it's been done and you haven't repeated it again. So now's a good time to bring it out and try it again and using different papers and whatnot. Anyway, so what can you do with these window sheets? Well, obviously cards. So let me show you. I meant to show you a full-size card, but I think I must have cut it up already, or because it's transparent, it's probably on my desk somewhere and I'll discover it after this video when I'm cleaning up, right? So anyway, so let me just show you. So here's a 4x8. I'll make a 4x4 card. So with this, the key is in the scoring, okay? So you will need to score it a couple times to make it good. So there's 4. It is kind of challenging with the transparency of the sheet. So I just go back and forth, okay? So once that's done, and this is where, again, having a bone folder is very important because you will need to score it and really well to make it keep its shape. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay. So this is my bone folder. And just go a couple times over it. You're not going to hurt it. I apologize for this light. If I don't turn it on, it will be super dark. So again, I really apologize for that. Hopefully it's not too much of a distraction. Oops, there we go. So there you go. There's a card, okay? So let's make a card. So this is a regular 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 note card. And what I love to use most is with the Memories and More card because it's so simple, 3 by 4, right? So the key is you just got to make sure you center it. Or actually, if you don't like it and you want to do it this way, go for it. But the key is you need to make sure that whatever design you put on the top, you're going to make 4 of it, okay? And they all have to be the same. That way you're not going to have like things sticking out that doesn't match. But anyway, I'll show you what I mean, okay? So this is the first one. The first one starts the process, okay? So let me see. I think that's about it. Okay, there you go. So because the glue will show here, that's why you're making 4. So here's another Memories and More card. Again, I love it because I don't have to measure it, okay? So let me go ahead and, this is a great way to use up some of the random Memories and More cards that you have left over. So again, let me make sure that you're seeing this. There we go. So there, it's taking shape now, right? And what I love about Memories and More is because it has cards that you can use for your writing, right? So I'm going to cut this down and use that. So let me show you. So this is a 3-inch card. Right. Oops. I need to cut that little, I think this might, oh, that's it. Okay. So again, you want this to be in the front. Although if you wanted this to be here, that's fine too. But I want it this way so that you can stamp your sentiment or write your note. You can certainly stamp the sentiment here and put notes here. Obviously, the small footprint of this card means that you're not going to write a long letter. So this is very appropriate for cards that you just want to jot a quick note. So you want to put the glue on the side, which I'm going to do. You can use the Stamp and Seal for this card, or you can use the tear and tape. So the way you do, make sure that it is even, is you'll line up with the front card there, right? See that? This is, and then close it. Okay, so there. Okay. Now, sometimes I think white is one of those that you can hardly see the tape. So if you are comfortable with that, then by all means, you don't need another layer. But in case you are very picky and you don't want to see the tape, then the last layer is necessary. So that's why I say you need it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So let's glue this. Okay. I mean, these Windows note cards, these or they can be called acetate. I mean, it's one of those fun things there, you know, it's like, why not? It's kind of a cute card. It's something different, right? So there. So there's the card. And by gluing these 4 pieces, it really gives a nice heft to this card. Okay. So let me show you another card that I made. Again, I think it's perfect for these sayings from these Memories and More cards to give as little words of encouragement to a friend, right? See what I mean about how this white one, you can almost not see the tape. So I'm just going to let it go. And this is where I think the Memories and More card is perfect for this, is because there's these cards that you can use for writing, right? And then I ended up with that. So that is the simple way of making a card from these window sheets, right? And if you don't like that, if you don't have any Memories and More cards, well, I'm sure you have some, either a rectangle die cut, or this one's from the scallops contours. So again, you need 4 pieces. So 1 piece, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And the best thing about making these cards is when you have dies, because it will ensure that whatever you cut out here, you're going to have something to cover it up in the back, right? So I always say the die cut will be your best friend when you're making cards with these window sheets, because you want to make sure that these 4 layers are exactly the same. Okay. So there's how the card looks like. Okay. And here's another card which takes advantage of a die cut. This is one of my recent favorites. And as you know, I'm also using this element for my swap for backstage. Okay, so this is one of the large scale dies, and this is perfect. And you are able to stamp with a StazOn. I went ahead and stamped it ahead of time because I didn't want to make them boo-boo, right? So I went ahead and did this. So I use a Stamparatus for this because that way, I lock it into the platform so it won't move because it is slippery. And in the event that it didn't stamp completely, I can re-stamp it again, okay, without wasting one of my window sheets. So let's get started with this card. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that I only did 21 cards. I really had high hopes for 50. But, you know, things happened and run out of time. And I got to clean house before I leave. Hey. The tricky part about these window sheet cards is you got to really eyeball the perimeter of it. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Okay. And then, of course, I've already die cut 4 pieces. So here's one. Now remember, you have to decide what you want on the back. Okay, so then you'll be die cutting the other side. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to use the dots. So I'm going to put the adhesive on this side. Okay, again, making sure that it's lined up. There you go. And again, I say 4 pieces, right? 4 pieces. Okay, so then this is going to be where you write on. Okay, so I make sure that I know where it is. So I want to glue on the back side. Okay, so let me go ahead and glue this on. Let's see. And then this is the trick, is you place it behind the top, right? Making sure that it's covered up exactly the same orientation. And then you plop the back of the note card. Okay, so see? There you go. And then this is the last piece, okay? This could have been another DSP, or it could, but what I did was I chose a cardstock for this. So this is going to go back here. So I'm going to glue on this side here now. There you go. So this one, let me make sure that I've got everything lined up. Okay. There you have it. It's like a, what do you call it? A suspended in air type of a card, right? I would recommend something with a little bit more heft on the greetings. It's easier to see, right? Easier to stamp. Okay, what do you guys think so far? Okay, so that's one card. Oh, I was going to put a ribbon on here. Let me go reach for my glue dot. So, it's my glue dot. Okay, let's see, where should I put that? I think I wanted to put it right here. There you go. So you could embellish it like any other card. It's just that you have a lot of this emptiness here that's just kind of cute. And what else can you do with window sheets? You can emboss in it. So here's a card that I made. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can see it. Yeah. Oops. I think we need this one. There we go. Or actually, let me put this. Ooh. There you go. You see that? So I used this to emboss this sheet, and I went ahead and stamped. Again, this is with Stays On. It dries almost instantly, but I would probably just let it air dry a bit before you touch it. So this is probably a lot of you might be familiar with this type of card using the window sheet. It's like a peekaboo card, right? So this one, I made this for somebody, and I hope she likes it. So now, guys, this is free paper from Sale-a-bration, and I believe it's still available. It is at the $100 level, and it comes with a stamp set. I mean, I am going to be so sorry to see this leave. I know a lot of people were complaining that, you know, they wanted more paper, you know, but we don't need another stamp set. This was such a beautiful paper. Okay. And so I went ahead and cut this here because no naked envelopes, right? So yeah, so this is one of the simpler ways to use your acetate, your window sheet. Okay. Remember, when you're embossing anything with a lot of details, remember it kind of shrivels, it kind of puckers up. So keep that in consideration when you're doing your card. Experiment with like a small sheet before you start with your large sheet. Okay. So anyway, that's that. Thanks, friend. I'm glad you like them. What else can you do with your something flew in here, and oh, there it is. And you can also die cut tags. Okay. So you can die cut shapes with this. And this is what I made. Isn't that cute? Well, I thought it was cute. And again, thanks to die cut, I know my back sheet is exactly the same. Okay. And so I used a white one so you can easily write your little greeting like, for you, from whoever, right? So that's the beauty of having a die cut. It just makes it so easy for the back part. Of course, you can also use a red one if you want, or whatever. So for this one, the only suggestion I have is, because it has these these stitched lines, for best results, because you want to make sure these sandwiches, this piece, this window sheet, and this last piece are gelled together, meshed together, I would go ahead, that's what I did, is I went ahead and glued the sheet onto the window sheet before I cut out the shape, okay? That way I make sure that all the holes of these little stitching match exactly, okay? So there, you can make a tag out of it, okay? And you can also die cut shapes. Let me see, I need, is this the one? Yeah, see? You can die cut shapes. I recommend, well, from my experience, you want shapes that are a little bit more solid because, let me see something here. Did I bring it here? Because I tried to, oh, here it is. For the next project, I tried to use something from this die cut, and it's a thinner die cut. It's hard. It's very challenging. I won't say that it's impossible, but it's a little bit more challenging. So if you're up for the challenge, be my guest. But for this video, I'm not up for the challenge. I wanted to show you something that's quick and easy to do. So here's this. And what can you do with this? Well, you can embellish it. It gives it, whatever you can do with vellum, or what you can do with vellum, you can do with this. So you can color it. So let me show you this card that I made. There. So I used blends, and I think you can color on the front, but for some reason I prefer coloring on the back of the die cut, right? So I just use blends. Now keep in mind that it won't blend like you blend on paper. So you're not going to see much of a blending. Whatever you see, that's very organic. I kind of like that, okay? And then you have to accept the fact that you probably won't be able to glue every piece. So plan out where you can glue. So in this piece, I made sure I glued under this flower, okay? So it should last, okay? So there, this is a slimline card, which is something I need to do more of. So again, this is, you can certainly use it without color, and that would give it a nice ghost effect, right? A shadowy effect. That would work really well too. So just have fun with this. Let me put this here, right? So anyway, so today's video is kind of short because I had limited time to plan this as I'm getting ready to leave. Again, a reminder that there won't be a Make It Monday next Monday, and be on the lookout for the next video. Also, if you are intrigued enough with these making cards with window sheets. This is also going to be an upcoming class, so be on the lookout for the class announcement, which is going to be in the event section. Just like last week's and this week's, I'm kind of doing double duty because I'm leaving and I got to make sure I've got a lot of things planned. So I'm kind of like cheating and using this platform as kind of a sneak peek of my upcoming classes. So if you want to play with this, you'll be doing something different, of course, something different with these window sheet cards. So that would be another class in October, I believe. Okay, so that is it for today. And I hope you have enjoyed this new, if it's not new, rediscover this fun way of making cards. It certainly is different. Your friends will really enjoy that, I think. Okay, so again, stay in touch. I will be posting about my experience at Backstage, my travels, and I hope to see you back here sometime next week. It'll be a surprise, I guess. Anyway, okay. So thank you for tuning in, whether you're joining me live right now or later on a replay. Be sure to leave a comment below to say hi so I know you're here and I can say thank you for joining me. Okay? Thank you so much. And don't forget Sale-a-bration. Sale-a-bration. These two are still available. The hippos, this wonderful world stamp set and paper combination is still available. And go ahead, check your re-inkers, your ink pads, your paper. I am sure you can reach $50. And also, paper pumpkin. September, October, November will all be holiday themed. Halloween for September, October will be Christmas cards, and October, September, October, November will be Christmas tags. So if you're looking for a quick way to get your holiday cards done, look no further. Your paper pumpkin is it. So by subscribing to a 3-month subscription, you are guaranteed one free Sale-a-bration item. All right. So why not, right? Good deal. All right. Okay. Again, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.